More on Mac Jones here. Our buddy Bert Breer, says that Jones lost support in the building. Have you heard the same thing?
Well, it depends on who you talk to. And everybody knows I love Bert. He's my guy. He's one of my close friends in this business. I just personally, I think he's listening to the wrong people in the building on this. I think these are people, and you can sort of imagine who they might be. People with axe to grind after last season and with Mac Jones. And, I just think he's wrong. I mean, like he also put, just to give you an example, he also put in his column at si.com, he said, fourth round pick Bailey Zappe shined when Jones got hurt, and the incumbent staff felt like a big reason for that, in addition to an offensive plan adjusted to fit him, was that Zappe was following the coaching. The staff did try some concepts built to get Zappe playing fast by eating up easy yardage and used those same concepts for Jones. The result was that the coaching staff came out of the year feeling the difference between the two quarterbacks wasn't massive. Okay, so everybody knows that I watched the film pretty closely, and people that have been listening to this podcast, especially last season, when I would say that we were highly accurate from the offseason through the end of the season on what was going on with this offense. That is what they said about the scheme and about the plays and how they did it for Zappe, and they also did it for Jones. It's false. It is factually false. And we said it. This is in hindsight. We said it at the time. We came out of those games and we said, why aren't they running? The numbers were there. The number of play action passes. Let's just put aside the defenses that they were playing. The Lions, which at the time was the worst defense in the league. The Browns, which was horrendous. Like guys were wide open all over the place. And then even in the Bears game, that's when I really was like, what the hell's going on? Because Bailey Zappe comes in and they're running this like long play action. Let's get it blocked up. And, guys are running. I said at the time, and I pointed out in film, like what they ran for Mac, which was, if people want to really remember and be factual about this, when they were running the offense for Mac, it was all about, it was basically who's the Tampa coach who was with the Cardinals? Bruce Arians. It was, let's be aggressive. Let's chuck the ball down the field, 50-50 balls. And it was crap. It wasn't what Mac Jones does well. And then all of a sudden, Bailey Zappe comes in. They're running the ball, play action, guys wide open. That's factually incorrect. And I'm sure somebody's telling Bert this, but I will say this. That person doesn't know jack squat about NFL offense, which if they were on the staff last year, we know that to be the fact because that was one of the worst offenses in the league. And so that kind of stuff, like I don't care what that source is saying. They're just wrong. They're biased, and they're still trying to cover their ass for last year and blaming it all on Mac. And it's a bunch of bullcrap. And, Bailey Zappe, look, you want to say he was great in those games. What happened in the Bears game? Yes, he came in with some really nice design plays that made me want to think, did they know Bailey was coming in and they saved those? And I'm not going to back down from that. That was my initial thought. And then all of a sudden, guess what happened in the second? First of all, Zappe gave them a lead. They had a halftime lead against the Bears. What happened? They got their doors blown off, couldn't do jack squat once those game plan plays for Bailey Zappe were gone, and they got embarrassed on their home field against a team that never won the rest of the season. So, I'm sorry, that stuff is a bunch of bullcrap.
Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet.